talk about how we met first?
Yeah, let's talk about how we met first. So Laura slid into my DMs and was like, oh my God, Roxanne, you're amazing. I just am obsessed with you. Please, can you be my friend? That cackle.
I did. I was obsessed. No, that's not how it worked.
I can't remember now. What did we say? So you won one of my giveaways.
I did. So I won your 2,000 follower giveaway.
Which was April 2019, I think we found.
No, 2020.
2020.
It was just at the start of lockdown. I remember I was living at my mum's.
Yes. It was just at the start of lockdown. Oh, God. And then we worked out that you live down the road from me.
Yeah.
No, first of all, we worked out that you live in Manchester.
Yeah.
Which is very hard to find friends when you're older.
Yeah, that's very true. Out of education.
It's hard to find friends. Yeah. Especially when you're self-employed as well. Yeah. It is hard to find someone who does the same thing as you, which I think...
And knows what you're going through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing being friends with someone, but if you've got completely different jobs, there's always that aspect of the relationship where you both can't really understand each other. And I never really had anybody creative to speak to, really, other than uni, but we'll get into that. But yeah, no, so then when we found out that we were both from Manchester, we found out that actually he lived down the road, like a 10-minute walk, if that.
Yeah, so you'd said, oh, whereabouts are you from? And I was like, oh, I'm in Urmston, but I'm about to move to Sale. And then you went, oh my God, I live in Sale. And I was like, this is where I moved to, blah, blah, blah. And then we were chatting about where we were.
For a bit. And then we didn't really speak to each other then. Lockdown really got intense. So it was kind of like I was just trying to crack on with uni and stuff like that. And you was obviously moving, which is chaotic.
Yeah, and lockdown for me, it was really bad. Like, I'm quite bad on my phone anyway. I'm really bad at remembering to reply to people. I'll go into why later.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really bad on my phone anyway, and I'm not so good on my social media. Like, I could do so well on social media, I think, but I just always forget to post, forget to reply to people. It's really bad. I need like a social media manager.
Someone to like reply.
Yeah, but it was worse in lockdown, so I wasn't really on my phone.
Yeah, see, and I have an issue where I feel like I'm constantly bothering people. So if you weren't responding, I wouldn't then message you again to remind you, because obviously we didn't really know each other that well.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to double message you just in case you thought that I was annoying.
I never would think that ever. Don't you worry.
I know that now, but before I was like, oh, I don't want to annoy you because, whatever. So then, when was it then we met?
It was this summer because it was hot.
It was hot.
I think it was hot.
And then I think I was like, let's just meet up rather than trying to have conversations online because it's not going anywhere. Let's just meet up. And then we met up and it was weirdly normal.
Yeah, I remember saying, wasn't I, the other day, I think we met up outside Boots. And then Roxanne said to me, oh, I need to go inside to get something from Boots. I was like, oh, okay. So we were just sort of like wandering around looking for something. I can't remember what it was.
But it was just like
normal, like I'd just met a friend. Because we've been chatting for a while.
Yeah, but it weren't like, hi, oh, where shall we go? I think because I knew that I needed to go to Boots, it kind of cut that out of question. It was kind of like, right, well, oh, hi, I need to go and get something from Boots. And then it was kind of like the introduction was obliterated, just to be like, no, like, let's not do an awkward, oh, what should we do? And then from there we was like, oh, let's go and get a drink, and we had a glass of wine, and I had a cider, you had a glass of wine, and we were just chatting, and that was dead nice. And then since then we've met up obviously before, because I would say that we've only really got quite close over the past, I'd say 2 months, 3 months, really.
Yeah, when we were just, I think there was a day where maybe we're having a bit of a down day and you FaceTime me, and I was like, oh, just FaceTime me, this is cool. And then we had like a dead deep chat for like 2 hours or something, and I was like, she's great.
I think that was then because it kind of passed that like surface level friendship. It was kind of like, because I didn't have a clue who to message, and we've had the conversation before being like, because we're big into being selfish and like being very like
look after yourself.
Well, yeah, but like consensually agreeing to be each other's agony aunts. Because I think it's one thing if like you want to ring your friend up and like have a vent at them, but if they're not mentally in the right headspace, that can be very have a negative impact on them. Because it's kind of like, you're venting to them, but what am I going to, like, what are they going to do with that information? So I think we'd had that conversation.
Yeah.
I remember ringing you and being like, I really need to vent at someone. Can I vent at you? And it's all right if you say no. And she was like, vent away. Vent away. It'll be fine. I think you actually did, because you do this. You go like this.
I'm a very, like, visual, like, handsy person.
But you're very, like, delicate with it, where I'm not. I'm like, I like clap my hands and I'm like clicking and I point.
Camp.
But you're very
I'm
like
oh,
flowy,
yeah.
as if like, if you are just listening to the audio version of this, we are currently just frantically moving our hands around. But if you're watching us on the YouTubes, you can see exactly what we're doing. But yeah, no, so I think that was kind of, that took our relationship to the next level. And we was kind of like, right, we're past this surface level now. Like, we've got more in common than just being illustrators as well.
Yeah, 100%. We've got a lot of different experiences in life that are the same.
Because what's the age? So I'm 26 and you're 28?
I'm 27, but I'm going to turn 26. I can't believe
I'm going to turn 26.
I'm Benjamin Button. I'm reversing. I've only got a few years left. I'm 28 in, how long will it be now? It's the 7th of Feb when I turn 28.
Oh.
So we're recording in December now. So in like a month or two. Yeah. 28.
I don't know why I thought you was 28.
So wait, am I only a school year older than you?
No, I think 2, because I've only seen, it was my birthday like 2 days ago.
Yeah. So I'm 2 school years older. Not that we should really be talking about this.
No,
anymore,
but I relate ages to that.
I do, yeah.
Which I do. But yeah, no. So I think that rounds up how we've met, and we're just constantly...
We were like, let's do a podcast. We've got so much to talk about. We'd always be talking in depth about different things in the industry, and we were like, why don't we talk about this with a little microphone each?
Exactly. And I think as well, it's not, obviously it's for creatives by creatives, but there'll be episodes where it's more general, like speaking about mental health or like what we're doing, or like spirituality or something, if that's what we want to talk about, or with your
ADHD journey,
and maybe like potential like health things in future. So it's kind of like we've not really set, obviously it has some kind of structure, and we have an idea what we want to talk about. Like, we want to talk about how to brand yourself and how to not limit your beliefs and kind of that pricing. Yeah, exactly. And but also we are open to having these conversations about, because I'm a pretty open book. I would say you are as well.
I'm an oversharer, which comes with ADHD.
Me too. I'm a bit of an oversharer.
Proper oversharer.
Especially after a cider.
What did you say, sorry?
Especially after a cider. I'm a bit of an oversharer. I'm like, guys, whoever wants to hear it, listen to my life.
Maybe that's what we should do. Have a cider before we start. I don't know.
That'll be
it's not a good thing for me.
But yeah, no. So I think that, is there anything else you want to say about how we met?
No, one thing I was going to say. What were you going to say then?
I was going to ask you what your first impressions of me were.
So, just before I do that, I was going to say, when we came out of Boots, I said to you, I don't know if this sounds really weird, but I feel like I've known you my whole life. And then I thought, oh my God, why did I just say that?
It's like word from it, but I felt exactly the same way.
Oh, did you? Because you went, oh, do you? And I thought, she doesn't feel it.
I was so uncomfortable. So the issue with me, I'm very like, so people who know me are like, oh God, she's a bit fucking loud. But anybody who doesn't like know me, I'm very like, I'm so socially awkward that I overcompensate being socially awkward, that people think that I'm not socially awkward. So yeah, so when you said it feels like I've known you forever, and I was like, oh, does it? That was me being awkward. That wasn't me being like, oh my God.
No, that's something I would say as well. No, but I did think that. I thought, why have I said that? I thought, have I just ruined this potential friendship? But obviously I didn't.
I love it.
Yeah.
So go on, tell me your first impression of me.
So I remember thinking...
Is that a really narcissistic thing to ask?
No,
I love asking people this. I'm like, I want to know how you perceive me. Because obviously I can look at myself in the mirror, but I've seen myself hundreds of thousands of times.
Do you know what I find really interesting? I read somewhere, I think it was on Twitter or something, there is hundreds and thousands of versions of you out there. There's the version that you see of yourself, the version that the lollipop lady sees of you, the version that your boss sees of you, the version that your boyfriend sees of you. Like, every single person has a different version of you in their head.
But you've got to think, in like past experiences, you perceive that type of person differently as well.
Yeah, exactly. Depending on the situation.
If you walk past someone on the street and accidentally barge into them, then next time they see you, they're probably like,
or even
she's
if
a
they
bit of a
don't,
dick.
they've got a version of themselves in your head that is not you. Like, is there an us? Like, is there a real me? Because what I know of me, somebody else doesn't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love deep shit like that. I love it so much. Right, but yeah, I'm going to ask you the same question anyway, so it's not narcissistic, it's fine.
Okay, go on.
So I thought that you were really chill and really cool.
Okay.
I thought you were dead laid back and like down to earth, like a proper northern girl, like, you know, not snobby or anything. I thought you were great. I felt like we were on the same level, and I didn't think that I would be judged by you. You know,
I like that.
Yeah,
that's nice.
And I hope that I give off that impression too. Like, that's what I hate the most, like feeling like I'm being judged. And I felt like you just would not like go home to your boyfriend and go, oh, she was like this and she was like that. You know, like
No.
I felt like that was not going to happen. I thought you were just really nice.
That makes me very happy.
Yeah. What about me?
Well, I thought you was a right bitch. Imagine if I said that. No.
Imagine. I didn't like you at first.
Just like, oh God.
I'd be devastated.
No, I thought the same. Like I said, like I was more anxious about what I was saying than taking in what you was like.
Yeah.
So I think after once we sat down and had something to eat, that's when I was like, oh, like, yeah, I can, like, I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
I think you're a very nice person.